Understanding unspoken communication is one of the most powerful skills a person can develop in relationships, and it is often overlooked. While many people focus on what is said explicitly, the truth is that a vast amount of human interaction happens beneath the surface. Words are just a fraction of how we convey our desires, emotions, and needs. Tone, gestures, facial expressions, body language, and subtle shifts in energy often carry far more meaning than the literal words themselves. When someone learns to pay attention to these signals, they gain access to a deeper level of connection that goes beyond surface conversation. In the context of romantic relationships, noticing unspoken communication can be transformative. Women, like many people, may not always voice every thought or desire directly. This is not because they are being evasive, but because social conditioning, vulnerability, or personal hesitation can make it difficult to express certain needs openly. By observing nuances like the way someone leans in, the sparkle in their eyes, or the tone of their laughter, you can begin to interpret these hidden cues. This awareness allows you to respond in ways that feel intuitive rather than forced, creating moments of harmony and understanding. Developing this skill requires patience and mindfulness. It starts with truly paying attention to the person in front of you without distraction or judgment. It means noticing shifts in mood, subtle changes in behavior, and even small, seemingly insignificant signals that hint at a desire or boundary. Over time, these observations build a mental map of preferences, comfort zones, and emotional triggers. Acting on this information thoughtfully without overstepping boundaries can demonstrate care and emotional intelligence, which strengthens trust and intimacy. Unspoken communication also plays a critical role in building anticipation and excitement. When someone recognizes that their partner gets them without having to ask, it fosters a sense of being seen and valued. This doesn't just enhance romantic connection, it cultivates emotional safety, respect, and admiration. People naturally gravitate toward those who can read between the lines and respond with empathy and insight. In essence, understanding unspoken cues is not about manipulation or guessing games. It's about developing genuine attentiveness and the ability to nurture a deeper bond. By focusing on these subtle forms of communication, individuals can elevate every interaction from ordinary to meaningful. Relationships flourish when partners feel understood on levels that go beyond words, and mastering this skill creates a foundation for connection, trust, and lasting intimacy. It reminds us that listening is not only hearing words, but also perceiving the emotions and desires that lie beneath them and responding in a way that resonates with authenticity and care. Confidence paired with respect is one of the most magnetic qualities a person can cultivate, yet it is often misunderstood. Many people associate confidence with boldness, assertiveness, or even dominance, but true confidence is far more nuanced. It is the quiet assurance that comes from knowing your own values, boundaries, and capabilities while remaining aware of the feelings and needs of others. In relationships, this balance is crucial because it allows someone to take initiative without overstepping, to express desires without imposing them, and to create space for mutual connection rather than control. When confidence is combined with respect, it transforms ordinary interactions into experiences of trust, attraction, and emotional intimacy. Respect acts as the foundation for confident behavior. Without it, confidence can easily become arrogance or insensitivity, which pushes people away rather than drawing them closer. Respect involves recognizing the other person as an equal, valuing their autonomy, and listening actively to their responses, both verbal and nonverbal. It is demonstrated in small but significant ways, honoring boundaries, asking before making assumptions, and responding thoughtfully to cues of comfort or discomfort. When a person approaches interactions with both confidence and respect, it signals reliability and emotional maturity, qualities that are universally attractive. Taking initiative is an essential aspect of confidence, but it must be informed by awareness. In romantic context, this might mean noticing when a partner seems open to connection, gently guiding shared experiences, or suggesting ways to deepen emotional or physical closeness. What makes this appealing is that it is done with consideration rather than entitlement. People are naturally drawn to those who can lead without coercion, who can express their desires while still prioritizing the comfort and agency of their partner. This creates a dynamic where attraction grows organically because both individuals feel empowered and valued. Moreover, confidence with respect nurtures emotional safety, which is the cornerstone of lasting intimacy. When someone exudes confidence in a respectful way, it reduces uncertainty and anxiety in their partner. The other person feels secure enough to express themselves authentically, share vulnerabilities, and explore deeper levels of connection. This environment of trust not only strengthens bonds, but also makes shared experiences more fulfilling. Over time, these patterns of interaction build a relationship that is both passionate and stable, grounded in mutual understanding and admiration. Ultimately, confidence paired with respect is not about grand gestures or performative behavior. It is about the consistent demonstration of integrity, awareness, and empathy. It is shown in the ability to take initiative thoughtfully, to communicate clearly, and to respond to cues with consideration. By cultivating this balance, individuals enhance their attractiveness and create relationships that are not only exciting but deeply nourishing, demonstrating that true strength lies in the combination of self-assurance and genuine regard for others. Emotional safety is the cornerstone of genuine intimacy, yet it is often underestimated in relationships. Many people focus on surface-level attraction, physical chemistry, or shared interests, but without emotional security, these connections can remain shallow and fleeting. Emotional safety is the feeling that you can be your authentic self with someone without fear of judgment, ridicule, or rejection. It is the assurance that your thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities will be met with understanding and care rather than criticism. When emotional safety is established, it opens the door for deeper connection, trust, and a level of intimacy that goes far beyond superficial interaction. Creating emotional safety begins with presence and attentiveness. Truly listening to someone without immediately offering solutions, interrupting, or dismissing their experience communicates respect and validation. It signals that their inner world matters and that their feelings are not only recognized but honored. This kind of attentiveness requires patience and intentionality. It is about slowing down enough to notice not just the words spoken, but also the emotions conveyed through tone, gestures, and subtle cues. When people feel genuinely heard, they are more likely to open up and share their authentic selves, which is the foundation for meaningful intimacy. Empathy plays a critical role in fostering emotional safety. It is not simply understanding what someone is going through intellectually, but feeling it alongside them, showing compassion and sensitivity to their experience. Empathy communicates that you are aligned with their emotional state, that you care about their well-being, and that you are committed to supporting them without judgment. This creates an environment where vulnerability is not a risk but a pathway to connection. Over time, this consistent demonstration of empathy builds trust as the person learns that they can rely on you to respond with care and understanding, even in challenging moments. Boundaries are another essential component of emotional safety. Ironically, establishing and respecting boundaries often strengthens intimacy rather than limiting it. When both people feel secure in their personal limits and know those limits will be respected, there is less fear of overstepping or being controlled. This sense of mutual respect allows partners to explore their desires, express themselves freely, and engage in more authentic interactions without the constant worry of rejection or conflict. Emotional safety and healthy boundaries together create a dynamic in which both individuals feel empowered to grow and share without hesitation. Ultimately, emotional safety fuels genuine intimacy because it cultivates trust, vulnerability, and authenticity. It transforms relationships from transactional exchanges into spaces of shared growth, support, and emotional richness. People naturally gravitate toward partners who make them feel secure, understood, and valued, and this sense of safety is what allows love, passion, and connection to thrive. By prioritizing emotional safety, individuals not only deepen their relationships but also foster an environment in which both partners can flourish, creating bonds that are resilient, fulfilling, and deeply meaningful. Growth in relationships is a continuous journey, and it begins with awareness, the conscious effort to understand oneself, and the dynamics shared with a partner. Many people enter relationships expecting love or attraction alone to sustain them, but true connection requires intentional reflection and adaptation. Awareness allows individuals to recognize patterns of behavior, communication styles, and emotional responses that either strengthen or hinder the bond. By paying attention to these elements, a person can act deliberately, make thoughtful choices, and foster an environment where both partners feel valued and supported. Growth does not happen passively. It is the result of deliberate observation, learning, and consistent effort to improve oneself and the relationship. One of the first steps in cultivating growth through awareness is developing self-understanding. This means identifying your own needs, desires, strengths, and limitations, as well as being honest about past behaviors that may have affected relationships negatively. Self-awareness empowers individuals to take responsibility for their actions rather than projecting blame onto others. It also provides clarity about what is essential in a partner and what behaviors promote harmony and connection. When both individuals in a relationship practice self-reflection, it lays the foundation for healthier communication, more thoughtful decisions, and a deeper appreciation of each other's perspectives. Awareness also involves observing your partner with empathy and curiosity. People change over time, and understanding these shifts requires active engagement and attentiveness. Noticing subtle cues, whether emotional, behavioral, or even physical, allows for timely responses that address needs and prevent misunderstandings from escalating. This process is not about controlling the other person, but about fostering responsiveness and adaptability. By aligning your actions with the evolving dynamics of the relationship, you demonstrate care, commitment, and emotional intelligence, which in turn encourages reciprocity and mutual growth. Intentional growth also thrives in an environment where feedback is welcomed and acted upon. Constructive conversations, when approached with respect and openness, can transform potential conflicts into opportunities for deeper understanding. Awareness of how your words and actions affect your partner and vice versa promotes continuous learning and adaptation. Relationships that embrace this mindset evolve together rather than stagnating, as each person becomes more attuned to the other's needs while also cultivating their own emotional maturity. Ultimately, growth in relationships through awareness creates a cycle of continuous improvement, deeper intimacy, and stronger emotional bonds. It transforms ordinary interactions into meaningful experiences and fosters a dynamic where both partners feel seen, heard, and supported. Awareness empowers individuals to act with intention rather than habit, turning every moment into an opportunity for connection, understanding, and love. By committing to self-reflection, empathetic observation, and adaptability, relationships can evolve into spaces of mutual growth and fulfillment, where both people are enriched and strengthened by their shared journey. The key to building meaningful and lasting relationships lies in the delicate balance of understanding, awareness, respect, and emotional safety. By paying attention to unspoken communication, individuals learn to notice subtle cues that reveal desires, feelings, and boundaries without relying solely on words. When confidence is paired with respect, initiative becomes attractive rather than imposing, fostering trust and mutual admiration. Creating emotional safety allows partners to be vulnerable, authentic, and fully seen, laying the groundwork for intimacy that goes far beyond surface-level connection. Finally, growth through awareness ensures that both individuals remain attentive, empathetic, and adaptable, transforming challenges into opportunities for deeper connection and shared understanding. When these principles are embraced together, relationships evolve into spaces of genuine care, excitement, and fulfillment. Each interaction becomes an opportunity to strengthen bonds, enhance communication, and nurture trust. Rather than leaving connection to chance, applying these practices empowers individuals to cultivate partnerships that are resilient, passionate,